So, whole of your heart, as we have already mentioned, is made into two major compartments through your interventricular septum. So, there is a septum which divides your right side of the heart to your left side of the heart. So, this is a septum which is going to divide it. One. Second, you have a very close ring like structures which will now divide each of your chambers into two compartments. You have again a circular like thing which will again divide it into two compartments. So, these are your atrioventricular, that is atria being separated from ventricles. So, you have got atrioventricular separations present in it. So, you have atria and you have ventricles on both the sides. So, this septum which is present between the atria is called as interatrial septum, and that which is present between the ventricles is called as interventricular septum, and that which is going to be present between the atria and ventricle is called as atrioventricular separations. Atrioventricular separations are usually guarded by valves. Now, what are these valves? Valves are those flaps. What do you mean by flaps? Flaps are nothing but leaflet like structures which just goes up and down. So, they just go up and down, which will allow flow of blood from one chamber to another chamber. So, these valves that are present between your right atrium and right ventricle is called as tricuspid valve. This is called as tricuspid valve. Why it is called tricuspid? Because there are three cusps. So, if I take in a cross section and see, there will be presence of three cusps. These cusps are the ones, then you may be asking a question, how is this cusp holding on there? If it is present there, will it be present always like this, or will it be always open, or will it be always closed? So, there are three entities. On the right side which is present is called as tricuspid. The other one which is present on your left side has got only two valves. So, this is called as bicuspid. If I see in a cross section, a bicuspid valve will have only two cusps. So, it has got a bicuspid valve, only two cusps are present. So, how is this arranged? We said because these cusps are not self retaining, they will be attached to a small tendon like structures. The name itself goes as chordae tendinae. These are tendon like structures, chordae tendinae. So, these chordae tendinae are attached to muscles which are called as papillary muscles. These are called as papillary muscles. On both the sides you will have the same structures present, chordae tendinae followed by attachment through your papillary muscles. One thing should be made clear here, when I said papillary muscles means they are going to contract and relax? No. What is their basic function is, they will prevent these cusps from retracting and going into the atria when ventricles are contracting. Is it clear? When ventricle is going to contract, your cusp should not bulge into your atrium. So, for the basic element, this is been holding it. There is no role of your papillary muscles and chordae tendinae to cause it to open or close. What is the basic function? They will open when the pressure here is increased. They will get closed when the pressure here increases. Is it clear? Pressure when RA, that is right atrium, increases, they will open, blood will flow from right atrium to right ventricle. When the right ventricle begins to contract, pressure in right ventricle increases, automatically the valve closes and blood will be pumped into the chambers, that is pulmonary artery, from your right side. Similarly, in your left side, when the blood enters into your left atrium and pressure inside the left atrium increases, the valves open and blood is going into your left ventricle. When the pressure in left ventricle increases, the valves closes and blood enters into the aorta. Now learnt about one set of valves that are being present between the atria and ventricles. Now, there is another set of valves that are being present guarding your major blood vessels, that is your pulmonary artery and the aorta. The valves that are guarding pulmonary artery and aorta are called as semilunar valves. What is the semilunar, sir? Semi is which is half, and lunar you are already aware, that is moon. So, both your valves that are being present in your aorta and in your pulmonary artery are three cusps. So, if I see in a cross section, there are three cusps. So, there are three cusps present in it, like this 1, 2, 3, 3 cusps present. Similarly, 1, 2, 3 present. Why did I intentionally draw this in different manner? Yes, because the arrangement of cusps present in your aorta and semilunar valves is quite opposite, where we find on one side one cusp is anterior and two are posterior. In aorta we will find two are anterior and one posterior. So, this is the arrangement of cusp which is being present here. Then you may ask another question, sir, you said here there are caudate tendineae and papillary muscles which will help in preventing bulging here. And what is the case that is present in your pulmonary artery and your aorta? There is no such arrangement present in it, and it does not require also, because the valves are very small. Now, these are continued as like blood vessels. So, they are continuing like blood vessels, the home volume structure is very small. So, the valves will not bulge much and blood will be thrust outside. So, there is no arrangement, and these are just flat leaflet like structures hanging three around. When the pressure in your right ventricle increases, valve will open, all the three valves will open, blood is pumped into your aorta. When the pressure in your right ventricle increases, the valves of 3 opens, blood enters in